Hello, everyone. Gabe Kwakyi here. I am a CEO, a career coach, and an author of a book on burnout and quarter-life crisis. And today I'm excited to share with you a 3 stages of career development model to help you understand if you're reaching a point where you're just getting confused or maybe a bit anxious or depressed with your career, what you can do in order to make it through. So this will be just pretty short here, just giving you some concepts to work with. So diving into it, in the 3 stages of career model, you've got fulfillment on the y-axis and time on the x. And so as time is going on, you would hope and expect your fulfillment goes up. And in the initial stage 1, this is the case. You're in a period of your first job or second job or so, and everything just feels great. You're growing, you're having a steep learning curve, things are coming in, you're probably getting promotions more quickly, getting more responsibility added to your plate. And you have the sense of there's no limitations on the growth. Things are just going to keep going on, and it's wonderful. This is probably also a period where you're in your early 20s, mid 20s, and in addition to work, you have this sense of independence after leaving school. You have probably more resources to work with. You're in a stage where you're experimenting, exploring in life. And so everything in general, in and outside of work, is just great. So there's less questioning and more just doing, experiencing. Then stage 2 is where you start to get into this period of the honeymoon is over, a few years in, and you're starting to wonder, okay, I'm starting to get pulled into more operational work, more administrative work. Maybe you've become a manager and you realize, oh, this isn't as cool and exciting as I thought it was. I have to put out fires a lot, and I'm not actually able to be that innovative as I used to be in my individual contributor role. Um, the learning curve flattens and the promotion cadence slows, the growth and responsibility may be increasing, but maybe not at the pace that you were hoping for. You're getting more into the politics and things. You're just getting into the grind phase. And so you have this sense where, oh, okay, starting to feel these limitations on my growth. I thought that I would be here at this point, and it's taking me longer to get there. This is quite reasonable and understandable in Western societies, and especially the US. And a lot of times, what we respond here when we're starting to feel this slowdown in our careers is to question ourselves. So we get into this kind of stage where we're like, oh man, I'm slumping, especially if you're looking at around at your peers, LinkedIn, and you're seeing everybody else seems to keep going in this up into the right trajectory. Again, it brings in this sense where you're like, okay, if I've done it wrong, am I just flatlining here and everything is kind of over, all the newness is gone? So then again, you have the sense of self-doubt. There's anxiety probably coming in. You may have a bit of depression or dysthemia. Um, and so this is where you become a danger for issues such as burnout, where you maybe start burning the midnight oil, going deeper, trying to get that sense of growth back, to prove yourself, to get to the next level because things just feel stagnant. Or maybe you come into a quarter or third life crisis where you're starting to wonder, oh shit, have I been doing everything wrong here? Am I living a false life? This doesn't feel true to me. Something here just doesn't feel like it's working or a good fit for my life anymore. And so this is a tough phase to be in. It really is. I've gone through this stage as well. I'm 37 now, and so it's been interesting. But what's really important in this stage, in order to make it through, there's no easy answer, is the short of it. What's essential at this stage is for you to realize the signs that you're feeling like things aren't so much of a good fit anymore. Something's not working, and to go into a period of reflection. That's essential for you to understand more about what's important to you. What were your expectations in life? How has reality panned out? Where do you maybe see yourself going next? Does that align with your actual intrinsic desired vision in life? Where are some areas where maybe you need to compromise a little bit, accept where you are, or do you need to make major changes? So in this stage 2, the big slump, a lot of people will end up making a career or a job change. So maybe you go to a different role in the company, maybe you go to a different company, different industry, maybe you go back to school to do some retraining. Um, Maybe you become an entrepreneur or you become a freelancer away from full time. Just a lot of different options. And people, after doing this reflection period, realize a change is called for. Or some other people just kind of come to accept that's okay. My life is still fine, even though things at work have slowed down. It's fine. I have many things outside of work that I can enjoy. I actually want a little bit more vacation time so that I can take time off and go mountain climbing, traveling the world, spend time with my friends, family, relationships, and all that. So I'll do another video here that's going into values and how you can use those to make really important decisions in your life, not only your career, yes, that, but also your life. So stay tuned for that, or if it's already out, go check it out. But what, again, is important in this big slump phase is to do reflection. Don't just bat away the feelings of doubt, anxiety, depression. Just keep going in the same path if you feel like things are just not a good fit for you anymore and your fulfillment is not increasing. So stage three, once you do that period of reflection, eventually you will, as human beings, let me start there. We as human beings are very social creatures. Loneliness actually is one of the worst things for our health. Loneliness, there's studies done where loneliness is more damaging than smoking. And so many other things, but we thrive on connection with others, on belonging with others, in relationships. And so when you do that period of reflection, what you probably will find, or what you really should look for and try to understand more, is in order to get that growth back up and going, think about where you get your fulfillment for through your interactions with others. And so stage one is really about you. You are building your skills and everything. And stage two, you're like, well, I'm not moving as fast as I used to be anymore. So now what's happening? Stage three is about refocusing from you to the bigger picture. So here is where a lot of people start to realize, oh, I actually like having an influence on others. I love teaching people. I love coaching people. I love mentoring and advising. And so those are some areas that can help get that fulfillment back up on the growth trajectory, if you start to look for those opportunities and create them. Or maybe leadership is important to you. So maybe you want to be a manager, an entrepreneur, a politician. Those are some options as well. And then maybe also service is something that really fulfills you. You love volunteering. You love spending time with friends and creating experiences for them. Maybe you like being a neighbor and organizing community events. Family, is a big consideration for many people that brings fulfillment back into people's lives in the late 20s, early 30s, and so. And so this is really the third stage here, where this is just one model. Of course, it's not the full span of truth for everyone, but it's one to help you think about where you derive meaning in life, and likely what you're going to find is from your interactions with others. So think about how you can create these opportunities here and bring them into your work, your career, and not only just focus on building your skills, achieving promotions for the sake of promotions, or acquiring more income, stuff in life, and that as well. This is advice you're probably going to get a lot of different places. Focus on the people in life. At the end of your life, you're not going to wish I had worked more or I had accumulated more stuff. You're going to think the adventures, the interactions that I had with other people, that was the most meaningful thing. This also has been proven by many, many conversations with people on their deathbeds, studies, in the end. And again, just think about it. We're very social creatures. Um, if you if you're inclined in the evolution side of things, that's how we were kind of born from. The primates, the humans, very focused on interactions with others. So hope this was a bit helpful for you to think about the different stages of your career and what some of the symptoms are and what's important for you to do each of those. Again, if you want to go deeper into understanding your career and how to address challenges that you have along the way, like burnout or quarter life crisis, you can check out the book that I wrote. Hope that that's helpful. Thanks so much. Stay tuned for more.